Judge Newberry. This is Connie Sue Avenue. And this is where all the water comes from most of the subdivision up in here. This water comes through this creek. This is beside my property. This is some of the trash that's in the creek from the ice storm. I've asked for this to be cleaned up. They say it's somebody else's business and not theirs, but they own it. Joanna Estates subdivision, or whoever owns that property now. This is a little creek here, from here to the back side of my house. I try to keep all the trash out of it that I can. Goes down to a 54-inch culvert that comes into my backyard. Across this culvert, back into the creek. Now from here back, pretty much stopped up. Here's trash from this piece of old dead tree here that's fallen in there. He did clear out all the stuff that was in the road, pushed some of it back in there on that property over there. But from here on back, everything that fell on him is still there. Now I cleaned up stuff that fell in my backyard, 20 to 30 feet out in my backyard. I picked it all up, cut it up, and carried it all the way to the front, 250 to 300 feet. I asked him about getting this ditch cleaned out, and he said, "Nah, it ain't my property. You'll have to talk to Corps of Engineers." Well, I've talked to Corps of Engineers. Corps of Engineers, it ain't their problem, because it's not a navigatable waterway, and they only take care of navigatable waterways. That's all they're concerned with. They ain't concerned about this little old ditch here. So they say whoever owns it needs to clean it out. As far as I know, Bill Wade of Bill Wade Construction, or Bill Wade of Joanna Estates Subdivision, or Bill Wade of Joanna Estates Sewer Incorporated, or whoever they are. Somebody owns this creek, and it needs to be cleaned out. There's a sewage treatment plant over there, and from here on back, it's solid. No water can get out here. Now there's trash laying in my yard, trash laying right here. This is from overflow. It don't take but about 30 minutes of a pretty good rain, and my backyard is flooded 15, 20 foot or more. We've got to have this thing cleaned out, and somebody's going to have to get on it. And I don't know. I can't take care of it. I'm going to have some help from somebody. And this is about to the end of the creek. Here's a big blowhole there. It's starting to, when it backs up, it's starting to blow out holes in my backyard from underneath side, and I can't keep them filled up. This is about to the end of it. You can see over there, there's a manhole right here that comes from across the street over at Springbrook, and it goes into a sewer line that goes across this creek right here, crossed over there into the sewage treatment plants. Well, you can see Perkins Creek back here had been washing out so bad that he was scared it was going to wash out the corner here and get into his sewage treatment plant. He started hauling in all the concrete and the riprap and everything he could get his hands on to shore up that bank over there. And now when he did that, he stopped up this creek. He stopped up this whole 300-foot creek up through there. with riprap. Stopped it up, throwed riprap in it. Now this water can't go into Perkins Creek back here. I can't show you through this line here. Maybe you can see back through here. There's a sewer line that comes across the creek right there. And if you can see, years ago he put a concrete pier right out in the middle of that creek underneath that sewer line and tied riprap or a rebar around it, because the creek was getting so wide and the water was getting so fast it was about to break that line in two. So now it's completely plugged up. Water can't go through it at all. The left side of the creek over here, when it rained the other day, water was 10 feet deep. This side of the creek, 3 or 4 feet deep. Water would just stop like a dam right there. So I don't know where you do anything about it. Anybody can do anything about it, but I'm gonna bring this to you and let you look at it and see. I think now it's a McCracken County creek, and I think now it's McCracken County time to get it cleaned up. This is on the west side of the creek, the opposite side I was just on. This is all the concrete and stuff that he's dammed up this creek bank with to keep from it washing out. There's where he has filled that 300-foot creek back up through there. That's where he's filled it up with riprap and concrete. This is the sewer line crossing from the sewage treatment plant side. The creek is flowing downstream now. And this is all the stuff that's in the creek. A lot of this stuff was thrown in there from people who cut stuff up the other end. As you can see right there, that's a sawed off piece of timber, and I don't know why they done it, but they did. They thought that was the easiest way to get rid of it, I guess, other than let somebody haul it off. But anyway, it's thrown in stuff, broke off, falling in stuff. About 10-15 years ago, where you remember it or not, we had a bunch of rain one day real fast. This creek wasn't as big as it is now, and it was stopped up. It overflowed. It took out Springbrook Road, took the blacktop out of it. They had to re-blacktop that road over there, and it got into a couple of houses down the creek just because it was stopped up. Bill Wade come in then, took his excavator and went from right here, and there's some stuff right there that's falling in it right here by me. And he took his excavator and he cleaned this thing out all the way to Massac Creek. And ever since then, we've had a good open creek. We didn't have a flood. We didn't have extra water. We didn't have, we didn't have to worry about it. Now, 15-20 minute good hard rain. This creek is up. This little creek is up. They ain't got nowhere to empty into. And me and my next door neighbors got 15 to 30 feet of water in our backyard. So, appreciate your help. Sorry to take up so much of your time, but there it is. Thank you. Okay, Judge, I already made you one here when it was dry. We've just had about a 10 minute really hard rain. I'm going to try to walk this creek bank with you and have a look at it while it's up and flowing. Water flows pretty good till we get down to here. Goes through the creek all right. kind of lucky today. Sometimes it can't, it fills up, and I get my building here, the little outback building in my garage, flooded. Water comes out from here, gets up, goes over the top, runs down through here into my garage. It's been flooded 4 or 5 times. Ain't gonna say much, but you probably hope you can see now. And it's raining, and I'm gonna get out of here as quick as I can. Hope you can kind of see what's going on here with the trash and everything. It's just about ready to come out in my yard here right now. Right there. Another little place here, it's getting ready to come out. Looks like I got another great big limb here to get out. Okay, now right here where she's plugged up all the way, it's out here. That limb just blowed out. We just had a heck of a wind thing here. Blew that limb out of the top of the tree. Looks like I got work to do. It's hard to see here in the grass, but I'm 20, 30, 40 foot out here in the yard now, and my yard's nothing but water, and it's all coming from right there where it's overflowing at. Completely plugged up. Can't get out the creek. Coming out in my yard and get around the trash. Get down there to it. Right now I'm walking in water about 3 or 4 inches deep. I don't know whether I can get on the other side today or not. I'll show you that creek bank down there. Ooh boy. This is one side of it here. This is behind my backyard. This bank is probably 10 foot deep, and the water is about 3 feet from the top of it. Okay, here's on the other side of the creek. See, it's so plugged up there, the water's had to find its way around all the junk. Get over there, it's trying to wash that bank out on the back side. Look how it's coming around toward my side. Look at there, there's a difference of 3 feet of water from that's up creek and there is down creek here. This creek could really get to flowing if it wasn't so plugged up here. That other piece right here to my right. It's just got to be cleaned out, good. Cleaned up. And I thank you again for your time. Appreciate it. Back up the little creek from the other side a little bit. Thank you.